Hey there everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Wild Arms. This is definitely a game that I should have started a long time ago. Also, sorry if it seemed like Okay, there we're on the data screen. Yeah, this is one of those games that causes my... It's one of those PS1 games that causes my Elgato some issues when it's going like between the intro cutscene and the title screen and stuff. It's really weird. It makes it like disconnect for a second. But anyway, yes, this is Wild Arms. It is a classic RPG for the PlayStation 1. It's the first game. It's not my favorite in the series, but it's still a really good game. I would say Wild Arms 2 and Wild Arms 3 are my favorites in the Wild Arms series, but naturally, I wanted to start with the first game, so yeah. Let's play Wild Arms. Now, when you start the game, you have a choice between three characters, and basically what this is it's like a prologue selector. See, each character has their own little prologue chapter that's about 30-40 minutes in length. Well, Rudy's and Cecilia's are. Jack's is somewhat shorter, but yeah, this is Rudy, this is Jack, and this is Cecilia. And I usually just do them in order. I usually go Rudy, Jack, and then Cecilia. So let's start with Rudy, the Wandering Youth. I haven't actually played through the original Wild Arms in quite a while. I actually played the remake more recently. I'm not sure how long it's been since I've played this original version. What does he seek? Yeah, you get to name your characters, but we're just gonna go with the default, so Rudy. And we are now in control for the first time. If you hold down the X button, you can dash around and you can smash into stuff if you're not careful. I have a habit of just dashing all over the place in these games. It's the preferred way of getting around. And you can pick up these crates and break them. Sometimes they have items in them. We just picked up a Hardy apple, and that is an item which increases vitality. You can check what items do by holding the triangle button. So that chicken looks like it's stuck under that horse. That's weird. Some barrels in this game also have items. I can never remember exactly, like, which barrels have items, so I just find myself checking, like, every barrel in existence every time I play this game. Although later on we do get an item which allows us to scan for items, and that makes finding stuff a lot easier. There's a power apple which increases attack power. That's actually good to give to Rudy. Well, actually, I don't know. I might give it to Jack. Jack is the most physical of all characters. Rudy also relies on physical attacks, but he also uses arms. Which is, he only has one arm right now. It's the hand cannon, even though it's abbreviated as hand can. Not enough room to write the whole entire name, I guess. I'm actually not sure if Rudy's attack power affects his arms. You can, however, increase the arm's attack power by upgrading it at certain shops throughout the game. But I'm not sure if his, like, strength actually affects the damage done by his arms. So I never give power apples to Rudy. I usually give them all to Jack. Also, I gotta make a mention about the soundtrack. I love the soundtracks of pretty much all the Wild Arms games. Particularly 1 through 4, though. Because they were all composed by... sorry if I'm getting her name wrong. Michiko Naruki? I'm not sure how you pronounce her name, but... she was the main composer of the Wild Arms series all the way up through Wild Arms 4. And I would say the Wild Arms soundtracks are actually some of my favorite soundtracks in gaming history. Nah, we don't need to rest. 8 Gela. Gela is the money in this game, by the way. So now we just got our first tool in the game. They're magical bombs, so they never run out. Nice way to explain how you have an infinite number of them. But anyway, yes, one of the things that separates the Wild Arms series, at least Wild Arms 1, 2, and 3, from other RPGs of the time, and I guess even RPGs of today, really, is that they actually have a very heavy puzzle element to them, and you have to use these items called tools in order to interact with the environment and solve puzzles, and the bombs are the first tool in the game. Wild Arms 1, 2, and 3 all have this tool system, and then Wild Arms 4 changed it. But yeah, the Wild Arms games are all very full of puzzles. The dungeons aren't typical RPG dungeons where you just run through corridor after corridor fighting enemies and doing stuff like that. There's a heavy puzzle element to them. They're kind of like Zelda dungeons in that sense. And yeah, sounds like we've got issues going down in the berry cave to the south, so guess who's gonna go resolve those issues? It must be an omen! It just looks, this is weird. It looks like he just like shouts the word omen there at the end. Here's our first shop. We already have a long knife equipped, so there's no point buying that. You know, I don't understand why some RPGs, like, sell the default equipment for a character that they, like, start with. Especially if they're, like, the only character in the game that can even use that weapon. There's, like, literally no reason to do that. Anyway, let's... No, we don't really need to buy any items yet. I never really buy anything from this shop at the beginning. Just make sure I haven't missed anything. Calamity Jane, huh? Who knows, maybe we'll meet her on our journey at some point. Oh, hey, there's a heal berry that I apparently did not pick up. I think that must have come out of a crate that I threw. I don't know how I missed that. Anyway, I believe that is everything in Surf Village. Although I can explain one more thing. You guys might have noticed this colorful bird right here. This guy is a memory bird, and they allow you to save your game. Yeah, I cut out a bit there because my save file was in the final dungeon, so I saved over that. No spoilers. Oh, also, one more thing before I leave the village. If you're in the prologue part of the game, then there will be a change option. If you choose this, then you'll be able to actually switch to another character and start their prologue. But there's no point doing that.